My stream up, guys. That's on YouTube. I'll be back. Hold on. Mhm.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 6. Fields now to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That nigga just bowled him down. Like,
defense, two extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's second and 10. To the air again, Fields. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Six yards left on second down. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Started off at 92 speed, got him 2 speed upgrades last season.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
3 yards remain for second down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Chargers, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
It's Fields. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
What?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Wow. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
I just cannot believe this nigga just missed that pass.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive, because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Godwin, 39 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third.
He's being so fucking trash.
Set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Fields now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Steelers' touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
More, baby.
And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Carlson on for the PAT.
He got up out of there.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Steelers 21, Chargers
Got more.
14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
They say you got
Following the
cooties.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike, 4. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mike 4. Mike 4.
This nigga Wade be something else, man. He be roasting niggas and all type of shit.
They'll set up to throw. This is swung out to Eckler.
This nigga's smart, man. I like playing this nigga, bro.
Before being tackled.
That's why I mean this nigga
There
ain't
this
stupid,
drive,
bro.
Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield
nigga's
any way
smart
they
as
can.
fuck, bro.
And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's Eckler again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They still playing solid. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Check. Okay, let's get that ball, D. Let's get it back. 60 back. 4, yeah. You don't want that.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
I think you helped me figure it out, guys. I think you helped me solve the problem. I think you helped me figure it out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take
Good
shots,
job,
right?
dude.
Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Fields. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Steelers.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now he'll escape to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously pick.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Certainly appeared to take away his first read. And by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers 28.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do
They'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
I gotta put my inside zone back on my guy. I don't know how to see that tape.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal.
I got you. Watch twist. Watch twist. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
And they'll run with Sermon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Trey Sermon punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise it? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On play action, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Fields on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Steelers are going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air again, Fields. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Carlson set to kick off.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And some room to roam now. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Steelers, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Dorsey did pretty good. I mean, nigga didn't throw his way too much. I don't have games like that. Build that guy. Yo. Yeah, that was a good game, wasn't it?
Yeah. He let up though. Face the end.
Yeah, Dax Hill just got speed upgrade, 93 speed now. 95 excel.